You know, that first moment of consciousness, it's often not even with the self. It's with a stream of information. The day begins with an act of consumption, a kind of silent surrender of the quietest moments to a world that's been curated for us. The mind awakens, and it's already tethered to an external rhythm.
And a mind that's fed on chaos, well, it learns to crave it. That very first input of the day, it really sets the course. It tunes our attention to this frequency of fleeting novelty and a manufactured sense of urgency. And for the rest of the day, the mind just seeks to maintain that state. It looks for more of the same.
And yet, a different choice is always possible. It doesn't have to be some grand gesture. It can be a quiet refusal. That simple act of just turning away from the glowing screen. It's a small, deliberate reclaiming of the morning's silence. It allows the self to be the first point of contact with the day.
The body, it's an anchor to the present moment. These simple rituals, like pouring a glass of water, they ground your awareness in the physical. It's a declaration that you are here, in this room, right now, before you have to engage with all the abstract demands of the day.
When you awaken the body, you awaken the mind. There's a real connection between muscle and thought. Through some deliberate movement, that stagnant internal state gets disturbed, and it creates space for clarity. The physical form reminds the mind that it too can be stretched and opened up.
The day's attention, it seems to need a compass, not a map. Setting an intention isn't about dictating the future. It's more about gently guiding your own focus. Just a few words on a page can serve as this quiet reminder of the inner state you want to cultivate. A kind of touchstone to come back to when the day's currents start to pull too strongly.
Our external environment so often mirrors our internal one. Creating a space that's built for focus is really the physical version of a mental desire. When you remove distraction from your field of vision, you're signaling to your own mind that it's time. It's time to enter a quiet, deliberate state of engagement.
Human attention, it really doesn't seem to be this constant, unwavering force. It behaves much more like a breath. It works in rhythms, a period of intense, focused output, and then a necessary release. To try and fight this rhythm is just to exhaust the source. And that pause, it's just as crucial as the work itself. There has to be a deliberate release, a conscious stepping away. A mind that's been held in tension for so long needs a state of ease to restore its ability to focus. But you see, not all pauses are restorative. Some are just a change in the type of consumption. A mind that's looking for rest can get drawn into a completely different kind of labor, the work of processing fragmented information, which really only depletes our reserves of attention even further.
True restoration, it seems, is often found in subtraction, not addition. It's the act of emptying the mind, of allowing your focus to soften and just diffuse. By engaging with the physical world without an agenda, the sky, the trees, the feeling of just walking, the mind is finally given permission to just be.
After a period of genuine rest, the return to focus, it feels less like an act of willpower and more like a natural inclination. The mind, having been replenished, is able to engage with things from a place of renewed capacity, not from a place of deficit.
The day's work needs a clear conclusion, a physical ritual, like closing a laptop or clearing a desk. It creates a psychological boundary. It's like a declaration that the part of the self that was dedicated to labor is now at rest. You know, the mind really needs closure. Lingering thoughts, anxieties, unresolved tasks, they can just circle endlessly and disrupt any sense of peace. The simple act of getting them out, of externalizing them onto paper, gives them a place to reside that's outside the self. It allows the mind to unburden itself before rest. Preparing for tomorrow is really an act of kindness to your present self. By making these small, simple decisions for the future now, you remove sources of friction and anxiety from the evening. It creates a sense of calm. It eases the transition into a state of rest.
And the process of unwinding, that's an intentional act too. To replace the chaotic, fragmented input of a screen with the slow, linear narrative of a book, that's how you guide the mind from a state of agitation to one of quiet contemplation. It's a final, gentle tuning before sleep.
Sleep, it isn't merely the end of a day. It's the foundation of the next one. It's not an afterthought. It's the silent, essential process where clarity, focus, and emotional balance are built. The quality of our waking hours is really determined in these moments of profound stillness.
And so a day concludes, but it does leave you to wonder, what is the subtle difference between a day that is meticulously controlled and a day that is intentionally lived?